While I've never had a problem with using the original hood prop rod, I purchased a kit for my car that will render this rod obsolete. Join me today in installing that kit. There are many options available for this upgrade to the MX-5. I've ordered this kit off of Amazon, and although it wasn't the most expensive set, it wasn't the cheapest either. There were some kits that had painted or even carbon fiber gas struts, but these ones I bought are just plain black. These gas struts are very similar to the ones found on the lift gates of many hatchback cars. I'm propping up the hood with the rod to establish the proper opening height. I need to remove the two bolts on the fender and the one on the hood. The fender brackets come with holes in the proper position, with the only difference being that the ball and rod assembly spacing has a 1-inch offset. Here is a close-up of the ball socket and locking clip. It's very easy for this spring clip to fly out of my hand, so I'm very careful where I lock and unlock it. If I lose this clip, I might have to abandon the install. The straight leg of the clip is what holds the ball tightly inside the socket. The other end of the strut is the same. I've seen other YouTubers have concerns over the opening angle of their hoods after fitting the struts in. So I'm measuring the length of the struts with the original hood prop in place to achieve the angle that I want. And here you can see I'm quite literally within millimeters. So here I'm simply removing the 12mm bolts to attach the fender brackets. I don't know the purpose of this black cap, but it does cover a hole in the fender, and since it doesn't interfere with the installation of the brackets, I decided to leave it in place. I positioned the brackets with the ball and pin in the forward orientation based on my initial Fitbit measurements. I did use the hardware that came with the kit, as the bolts are slightly longer than the original ones, but I am deliberately leaving them loose for now to allow for some movement during the final assembly. Here I'm turning to my lifetime supply of wheel bearing grease that I use on everything. I'm just filling up the ball sockets to provide lubrication for the joints. I have done this procedure many times in the past on my hatchback struts. Remember what I said about the clips. And with the installation of those clips, this side is done. I'll just repeat the process on the passenger side of the car. Since I already know the length of the rods needed, I can go ahead and do most of the assembly here on the work table. With the last of the clips installed, I'm now ready to do a couple of trial runs. And when the trial runs are done, I simply tighten up all the bolts. Was this a necessary improvement? Not really. But I always find it fun to put new stuff on the car. Thank you for joining me today behind the red door.